Hello everybody and welcome to, well, the last game we announced as the last game of the day. We have in fact been swayed into doing one more for you, and it is going to be the reigning king, Paula, who is playing as the austere from the south side of Faymonville approach.
In straight away with mobile defense doctrine, and he's up against the challenger from the northwest side of Faymonville. As the United States Forces, it's Jett, who has 3 commanders at his disposal: Infantry Company, Heavy Cavalry Company, and Recon Support Company.
Last time we saw him playing GCS King of the Hill, he was actually playing Recon Support, trying to show off the new M8 Greyhound, which was relatively good. We did see some great canister bursts from that unit, but he hasn't really managed to close in that game. In fact, it was quite a weak game overall, I think we thought, wasn't it, eventually? Nice start game.
Boiled over in the end, I guess.
But one thing we did get to showcase in that game was the Jackson. The Jackson we saw was incredibly strong. Actually balanced that in with the good start game that he had. If he does tech up, I think he has a very strong composition on the cards. But it's all up in the air at the moment. It's a new patch. It's nice to see people using those commanders, actually stepping outside of the meta. Always a fan of that.
So Paula's going for a double sniper opening, which always makes me very fearful for several factors, some of which are best not spoken about live on air. But he's had to retreat almost immediately, and he's now left himself in a little bit of a predicament because, you know, if Jett, for example, is to go for a quick M20, that would make it hard. If he's to be a little bit passive and deny him those early manpower scrapings, that'll make it hard. Snipers as your first starting unit and doubling up on such is a difficult idea and very tricky to pull off.
I hope that Jett kind of clocks onto this very quickly, because he could be very aggressive and make things very difficult for those snipers on the field. And if he does just continue to go and attack and cap from the front like this, he's just going to find himself losing a lot of manpower quickly. In a way, Paula has maybe identified a weakness in his opponent. Paula doesn't want to lose this game, of course, because in the first King of the Hill series, he was nearly defeated by Jett. One of Jett's first appearances in the competitive scene. And he was only saved actually by a pretty BS ability from the Brits called artillery cover. And Jett wants his revenge.
He wants that revenge, and he wants it bad. He's a very aggressive player, as Jay, when he needs to be, and he might be able to exploit the sniper first strategy and really push himself into this game and make a great go of things.
We do have Lieutenant teched, which means that M20, this is what we saw from him last time, so maybe he will go for recon support again. I think the M20 is a great choice here though, because very mobile, can be great against the snipers, and you know, only 2 squads that are going to be able to provide the snare.
Dan, M20 first is perfect, and that's exactly what I alluded to. I think this is going to be a great strategy that may just make Paula's reign on top of the Company Heroes Kingdom as short as humanly possible.
Lieutenant is trying to stop the Grenadiers from capping this fuel point. Not going to do anything anyways. It is disconnected from Paula's territory. Paula is really low on resource income right now. So Jett at least taking advantage of the double snipers, not being able to effectively capture the map. But now the M20 being on the field, snipers have given away their position by opening up on the rear echelons. Will we see that M20 hurricane into the base?
It may as well do. Here he is. He's the big lad, M20, and the snipers aren't going to know what's hit them. It was an unfortunate build order. The M20's making full advantage of the snipers, killing them, eating a Faust, but it doesn't matter. He'll be able to get out of there, and there you go. Go with a strange build order, get counted.
Absolutely, and that's a big 360 manpower hole in his composition right now. He didn't have anything to finish off the scout car, so the M20 was the perfect timed counter rush there. Jett, though, I still think he's not handling a lot of these other engagements well. Fortunately, he does have turretry, so he's going to be in the tech advantage. Jett will be comfortable to roll back to base and aim for that second sniper.
Also, don't forget, of course, the bunker has had a manpower increase. It costs a little bit more to build nowadays, so we've also forced Paula into building a bunker, which will help quite a lot, to be honest.
A capture point is being overrun.
It'd be interesting to see how a player like Paula deals with the situation. A lot of people get very frustrated by being in the situation, not just in Company of Heroes, but in any RTS. And you do need a certain level of stamina and just counter knowledge, really, to get past it. But Paula is not going to be deterred by this. He's going to do the sensible thing, connect all the territories to his base, the ones that are easy to defend, try to keep his resources high, and just buy his way slowly back into the game. Hoping that Jett doesn't overextend. Look at this late retreat from the Pioneers. He should go down to the M20.
You would expect it to. However, they have gotten behind that medium cover. The M20's got to breach it and continue the onslaught. There you go. As soon as he popped up over that fence, he was able to finish off the squad.
We got orders coming.
Absolutely punished, although Paula bringing in the Ostrupen because he's absolutely desperate for infantry presence right now. At least actually with the Ostrupen, he will be cheaply reinforcing, which should allow him to build up his manpower to tech, so it's not a bad option for that. And he's going to be able to get into cover positions and fight arguably quite well there. But yeah, M20, if it keeps the right range, life is going to be very, very hard for everything that Paul has in the field right now.
It's going to be very, very hard indeed. I mean, of course, the Ostrupen do at least have Fausts, so he's got 4 Faust platforms on the field, but the M20's already made a name for itself. It's a ring general out there right now, bouncing from rope to rope and keeping his opponents in the corner. And, you know, Paul is in a very difficult predicament. Dan, one thing he does have in his possible command very shortly, though, is the Puma at 5 command points. Well, by that point, will the damage already have been done?
When the Puma comes out, it's going to be countering a unit which should have passed its window of effectiveness by now. You know, so it's a tough call there. I think this is very telling. The M20 has been twice in range of Faust, and neither time a Faust has been used. So Jett should be kind of getting an idea of what the kind of resource situation is for Paula right now. It should give him a little bit of a boost and confidence, saying like, my opponent really has nothing to play against me at all.
Grenadiers pushing up. They're in difficult waters though, of course, because these riflemen are gaining veterancy, and the M20 is creating an absolute nuisance for himself. A one-man Grenadier now is going to temporarily be on red cover, and red negative cover, with that 50%. He's able to survive just about there.
Wow, really, really surprising. And as you said, you know, the times that we've seen doubles up. Why is he going for another sniper?
What? Why? What? How? Who? How?
I mean, the times that we've seen this, we've just been... it just hasn't worked, really, has it?
Aghast is the word.
Yeah.
Aghast at Paula's miscreant play. Not too sure about it at all. I mean, the Theo game did get good towards the end, but this game, he's got the double sniper now, the third built sniper in this game. That's 1,210 manpower employed into building snipers. No, 1,080 manpower rather into building snipers, and it's just not been that good so far. Ooh, talking of which, one nearly went down there.
Yeah, he needs to be very, very careful. I mean, if you are going to invest that kind of manpower, you should at least have the game plan to back it up. Jett is locked in with heavy cavalry company. Puma's just been called onto the field, which may even not reduce the threat of the M20, but I want to say that it should, and it will, and it needs to. Once that M20 is down, really, the Puma is not going to be so effective against anything else on the field, and Paul will just have another window of time where quite frankly, he is just without the ability to fight.
Yes, indeed. But the Puma definitely does need to go all in for that M20. In all honesty, it needs to get rid of it. But there are anti-tank rifle grenades dotted around from the riflemen, all of which, well, both of which rather, have veterancy 1 at least. So the Puma can't just dart in there. He needs to get his forces into position first. So he's pushing in with the Grenadier and the Ostrip and the double sniper backup. And yeah, he's going to make a go of the things.
Well, let's see if the Puma can do the job. Paula is ready for the chase. He's going to use the road for that little bit of extra speed whilst the M20 is struggling to get around the house and the tractor. And he will be able to take that down. Good evacuation though from the vehicle crew.
Awesome!
Ooh.
They used those escape hatches beautifully. And Dan's ooh then was as a KotH player. You love that kind of thing. He's got a full bazooked up. Oh, but look at this J4Jett. He's making full usage of his superior fuel income, and he's gone straight for the M4A3 Sherman medium tank. He'll get it out within 13 minutes, and that thing is going to be a battlefield maestro.
A well-microed Puma, I think, can still keep the Sherman at bay. You know, I don't think it's too much of a problem. But yeah, what I really like there, for anyone that doesn't know, because we do have a Humble Bundle sale on at the moment, you may not. The vehicle crews from the USF gain veterancy, which can be applied to other tanks when they get in. So to actually see someone save the vehicle crew with the intention of maybe putting it in this Sherman that is going to be coming out, and hopefully having that Sherman reach veterancy or come out with veterancy a little faster. So it's really good play to see people paying that attention to the USF mechanic.
Must be noted right now, Paula has solidified his front. The Puma's helped with that hell of a lot. And he's now able to get these snipers gunning of those scope G43s. We've got 1 on 17 kills, 1 on 6, 23 kills amongst them. And that is, they're starting to pay for themselves in a big way now. Major artillery can bring down.
Yeah, this is going to be telling for Paula.
He just got a massive counter snipe with that Sherman there. He's tried to go for the other one, and he could have even finished off the other one there. That was huge splash damage. Job well done by J4Jett Sherman.
I think he's going to try and chase with the Puma, but J4Jett should be able to get the AT grenade off. And if he does, that is a really, really bad situation because the Sherman is going to be able to close in the gap. Smoke shells will not save it. Paula. J4Jett takes the ground shot. Sorry, ground attack shot through the smoke. It is getting late, baby.
It is indeed. He smoked the attack ground. He smoked the attack ground through the shot, and that is one dead Puma. Good work being done by the sniper still. It's this last remaining sniper, of course, of Paula's forces. He's lost 2 in this game. It's not gone overly well for him. Major's done a little bit of damage so far with that artillery, of course, which has been buffed, and he's straight away pushing it straight back down. Rapid barrage, hurtling down from the skies. Will he be able to force units back into it though? Because if Paula keeps going forward, it's not going to do too much.
I think it's probably counting that units may retreat at some point and fall into that. But Paula has thrown this game. That second Puma has a lot of work to do. And J4Jett, ACPs and 90 fuel, he'd probably wait out for the Pershing. I don't see any reason why he needs to bring out another Sherman when he can just wait for a much better unit that can squad wipe. That being said, Paula does find a line against the Sherman. He smokes and is going to try ground attacking, gets around the back of the turret traversion and is circling the tank. Unfortunately, it takes main gun destroyed.
Main gun destroyed. That is unfortunate. All the Puma can do is survive, and he's not even going to be able to do that as he hurtles into that flag and explodes asunder. That is one dead Paula.
I think he played it was a good idea, but... Is your game jammed by the way?
Yeah, my game's jammed. It's very, very jammed.
Paula drops with the...
indignity of a dropper. This is how we got rank 1 in all 5 factions, by the way.
Yes, yeah. In fact, I've seen it before. I've seen these brutal, you know, just all in, and it works enough times that you can get rank 1, but it doesn't work against the players when it really, you know, when you play it in tournaments. Very cheeky. He absolutely deserved to get trashed 500 VPs
yes,
there.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so there we go. All right, well, that was, of course, the final game for today. We were hoping for a big finale game with something to cast, because the one before that got a little bit static. And
Dan, talking of big finale games, are you and Tenchi due to play in a final soon?
I don't know.
You are. You're in a
we
final
are, but then
together.
we're about to get the patch hit, and I'm thinking, when does this?
No, just play. Just play. You can play NDPB, and I'll cast it. It'll be hilarious. We need to get that on.
So,
not tonight, Jesus, not tonight, but one day soon as a Christmas treat to the Company of Heroes community. But thank you everybody for watching King of the Hill today. It's been interesting. We've had at least 2 great games, and then a few not so great games. But it's been interesting regardless. And thank you everybody for watching. We've had some good viewers, some great comments, and some good people out there.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in for another week. Next week, by the way, because it's Christmas Eve, are you free? Are we doing anything?
Oh, no, God, no. We're not having a King of the Hill Christmas special. That would be it would be terrible. But we will put the word out there. I'm sure Dan's gonna keep this thing improving. He's gonna be looking at King of the Hill and making sure it's the best thing it can be. It's already pretty damn good. But there
are a couple of things that will change, and just like the last King of the Hill, it did develop as a format over time. What I'll say is I'll update KotH post. I'll also update my Discord and Twitter if anyone wants to keep up with when the tournament's going to be, because the next 2 weekends are kind of Christmas Eve, and then I think we'll have to look at I'm still trying to see what my plans are.
And then New Year's Eve as the next 2 weekends.
I'm wondering if it can be knocked back a day, or we'll see. But we can have this discussion offline anyway. But thank you guys for joining again. Thank you for the players for turning up. Keep practicing. Keep those 1v1 strats going. Try and practice with the new commanders. The December balance preview will be hitting live patch this week. So you guys have something to look forward to, and you get to play all of this yourself that you've been seeing from the players over the last 3 weeks. So thanks again, and we'll see you guys at the next King of the Hill.
See you later, guys. Thanks for watching.